Playbook presented by Modelo. We go back to the touchscreen with our very own QB, Maddie Sims. Maddie, I think we didn't do this, but folks at home, if they stopped watching college football after week one of the beatdown Florida State gave to Alabama, you might be asking yourself, how is it possible that Ty Simpson has the second shortest odds to win the Heisman? We have some plays to break down exactly why. But before we get to that, what has been the biggest change for you when you look at this Alabama team and their signal caller from week one now to week 6?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just the empowerment of the quarterback position, right? And Ryan Grubb just saying, hey, here are the keys to the offense. Everything is going to run through you, and we expect you to get us into the proper play every single time. And that's why you can see Ty Simpson, before a lot of the snaps that take place in this football game, he's at the line of scrimmage, he's directing, he's changing the formation, he's setting up the protection, and that's really where I feel like this guy, it just shows you, it's between the ears, but it's also the talent too that he shows on the field between the lines.
No question about it. All right, so what do we got on tape here?
All right, so here we go. We got a bunch set here in the low red zone area, and I love this concept because it just kind of shows you, again, these condensed formations right now. And this is really a trend right now for a lot of these offenses across college football, and Shannon Dawson doing it with Miami as well. Condensed formations are difficult to defend. So Alabama is going to have a low cross here and then a high cross over the top.
Yep.
All right, Ryan Williams, the single receiver here in a condensed formation as well, is going to do basically a corner route from this tight position. All right. Now, Vanderbilt matches this up with man coverage. We're going to fake the toss over here to the running back. The tight end will be out here, so that's basically just like window dressing. All right. Vanderbilt matches with a man coverage. It's beautiful, right? They match it up perfectly. They play through all of this traffic. They do a great job of pursuing here on the edge. Great job cutting off the quarterback. You would think this is a dead play, right? But great job by Ty Simpson. Change of direction, set, attack the line of scrimmage. He's almost taken off like he's getting ready to go and run, right? But then all of a sudden, Ryan Williams puts on the brakes, running that corner route, and then retraces back into the field. And then the accuracy and the power right there to the back of the end zone was so impressive. So here's the back end zone view of it, right? We're going to fake the toss. When we fake the toss, we got the whole defense running this way. We're thinking with our speed, we're going to outflank that defense. We're going to get somebody here across the middle for an explosive play. Vanderbilt, wow, everybody is locked up here. But this is just extra stuff. We saw this against Georgia. He did the exact same thing against Georgia. Put on the brakes, Ryan Williams selling that corner overplays it. He also puts on the brakes. Beautiful rhythm right there on the back. And that's where it's like, hey, we could draw it up as much as you want, but then you got to make plays, and that's why they call it playmaking, right? And that's exactly what Alabama. I almost said Tennessee there, but hey, that's what Alabama does so consistently right now on the offensive side of the football.
That capped off a 12-play, 92-yard drive and ate up 7.5 minutes of clock.
Yes.
But here we go, 23 seconds left to go. This final drive and this sequence might have been the most important sequence of the entire game, and the featured wideout here is Jeremy Bernard.
And when did they start this drive? How much time was on the clock?
It was like 55 seconds.
About 50-something seconds on the clock, right? So that just shows you that this team, they can score fast and quick and be aggressive. So we got a Tennessee-like formation here. And that's why it was on the brain, guys, okay?
It's always on the brain.
It's been a long day of football. But they have those Tennessee splits, right, where they're stretching the field sideline to sideline. This is where, unfortunately, Vanderbilt is going to be sick to their stomach because they had the right calls a lot throughout the game. So they're going to run essentially 3 cloud, right? So they're going to have flat defenders here. This safety's going deep third here, deep middle, and then deep third here. So you would think on the back end, we have it all covered.
Got it covered,
right? We got it all covered. But this is where, again, just the eye discipline of the defenders with that release, with that stack release, that first guy goes in on the post. Look at Jeremy Bernard following the wake and the trail, right, of the guy in front of him. He gets into the blind spot of the corner and then immediately right off the heels goes right down the sideline. And this is where the safety has to be more disciplined. He gets caught looking inside, right to this inside post route. Hey, that safety covered it. Let him do his job. Your responsibility to stay as wide as the widest. You can see he's late getting there.
Yeah.
So he's late getting there, and with Ty Simpson's ability to drive the football with power and with accuracy, he's able to beat the defender really quickly. So you can see they're shifting here. Deep third, deep third, deep third. Why are we so close, though, between, right, the hash and the numbers here? We should be a little bit wider or wide as the widest, which is Bernard here. We get a little caught inside with our eyes looking at the quarterback. But, man, look at the accuracy and the drive of the ball right over the shoulder in stride. Unbelievable throw and connection there between those two.
So with that drive, again, crucial, go into the half all tied up 14-14. And Simpson kind of extended what was really a remarkable run. 4 straight games that he has had a drive to end the half with a score. So really remarkable stuff from Ty Simpson. All right, what do we have here all knotted up at 14?
So here we go again. Vanderbilt got the right call. Got it dialed up the way they want to. They're going to blitz this middle backer right here. They're going to add on the safety late. This defense end is going to drop out, and they're going to play cover 3. So this is like a version of a fire zone behind it. All right, now this is what's concerning, though, as well for Vanderbilt. The eye discipline as the play plays out. Alabama's going to match this with a deep curl. They're going to chip the defensive end and run a sit route. The receiver right here has a post. And then again, Ryan Williams following in the wake of that post route, and then he's going to run just a wide and go right down the sideline. You're going to notice here that when we start this play, this corner is just going to get lost right here on the slot receiver for too long. He's going to carry with his eyes and get dragged into the field a little bit too long. But the key is this, though. This is why this play works so well. The offensive line blocking up the zone pressure. And then also Jam Miller fitting in and taking care of the safety, that extra guy in the box that they can't account for. Does a great job holding ground, creating that beautiful pocket right here for Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson has the ability now to go to 1, to 2, to 3, and oh yeah, to 4 off his back foot, right down the right sideline. And then Ryan Williams, we've seen this. His ability to adjust to the football that's underthrown just slightly, right, is just absolutely tremendous.
How about the improvement of the offensive line, too, over the course of the last couple of weeks? It feels like he's got more time back there, and he can carve you up if you've got time.
And you're right. And that's where, like, they're kind of doing a reverse way of attacking defenses. They're saying, we're going to wear you out with Ty Simpson in the passing game, and then we're going to lean on you and run the football late in the fourth quarter. So I love that combination because that's the way that they're designed. That's the best way to fit Ty Simpson's skill set and what the offensive line is doing. But it's just the great protection there. Great job sifting through that traffic, right, with that cross blitz. You can see that he's resetting now. He's on his back foot, leaning back like this. Watch the turn. You see the upper body turning into that back foot like almost like a great home run hitter, and that's where he's able to just drive off that back foot and launch it for a great completion there.
Torpedo!
Hey, harpoon the whale, Captain. That's exactly what we did there. But Ty Simpson is just absolutely dealing, and man, I love the way this kid's playing football.
Well, look, after a transition year in which Alabama had some tough-to-answer questionable losses, add on the fuel of missing the playoffs and losing to this team last year, feels like this iteration of Alabama can certainly go the distance.
No doubt.
It'll be fun to watch the rest of the season. Thank you, Maddie. That was the playbook presented by Modelo.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk right past you. Run fast while you have the chance. Don't speak, let them look right at you.